Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. Any questions as to what it is that I do, services that I provide, all of that fun stuff down below in the description. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into Gemini's reading for the month. The song that came up for you is Thinking of You. And there's this energy, the sense of someone really thinking, really having you. I feel that this is more somebody that you were connected with, whether it was romantically or friendship. But there's there's an energy of somebody really thinking about you and moving towards you, or having the hope of moving towards you is what keeps this person kind of going, and it's what keeps this person in a way motivated to continue on with their life, if that makes any sense. Let's go ahead and focus the camera and our energy on the water and candle. There is a lot of people are in this space of revisiting their past, revisiting the types of connection that they've had with people, and there are a lot of people that are in this space of regret, because they either walked away or they chose to not value or appreciate what they had at the moment. And there is somebody that literally stays awake up like stays awake at night, sorry, thinking of you, Gemini, thinking of how it is that they can approach you, how it is that they can start up a conversation with you. If this is a romantic, if this is in regards to romance, to you specifically. And it's like this person kind of reaches for the phone to try and text or try and call, but then is hesitant because they themselves don't. It's like they have this fantasy, they have this dream, of how it is that they want to approach you and how it is that you're going to respond when they approach. And because they are uncertain that things will turn out the way that they're planning or the way that they're dreaming in their head, kind of gets them in this hesitant space of like not following through or not calling, not actually reaching out the way that they want to. And if this is in regards to career or business, something where you were let go off, laid off, or something like that, whoever made that decision is really regretting it because they finally like they finally get it. They finally understand how much you brought into, like, this organization or this job or whatever, the passion that you had behind it, what it was that you were doing. And if you were replaced by, let's say, another worker or somebody with that looked better on paper, let's put it this way, when the decision was made, initially they honestly thought that they were making the best choice. And within probably like a week or so of making that decision, making that choice, they realized the mistake that they had made by letting you go, from the field, from the career, whatever it was. And you're kind of just sitting there, regardless whether it's love or career, and you're kind of just pondering and kind of wondering what it is that you're going to do next, where it is that you're heading, what it is that your journey is going to take you. And regardless of anything, regardless of the pain, regardless of the hurt from the past, it's like you're focused, or you're trying at least to try and stay focused on what it is that you want, what it is that you're being led to do, what it is that brings you happiness, what it is that brings you joy. And even if a person from the past crosses your mind from time to time, it's not, I feel this energy of like not so much missing them in the sense of wanting them back, but more of looking back at the connection, looking back at the relationship, and realizing where the red flags were, where was this person letting you know their true intention? Where was this person, by the way that they acted or what they said, letting you know that they were going to disappoint you? But instead of you accepting that, you kind of you kind of dismissed it because you didn't want to believe that this person was going to hurt you, let's put it that way. And you're, in a way, as you get to know yourself, as you get to learn more about yourself and about the things that you give away, or about, how can I put it this way? Or about how you allow other people to treat you, without setting any boundaries, without, what is it? So it's like not setting boundaries, not speaking your mind. You're not speaking your mind out like right there and then, which then allows for a lot of miscommunication between you and others. Especially when it comes to love interest. And as you're realizing that, and you're coming to an acceptance when it comes to that on your end, then you're also realizing in the past what type of partners you have chosen when it comes to romance, what type of people you have attracted, and you're starting to see a pattern. Even though you may not like the pattern that you're seeing in those individuals, you are starting to see it, you're starting to acknowledge it, and are starting to realize that you need to move away from that, are starting to realize that the time to change the way that you engage when it comes to romance, or the type of people that you're engaging with. There has to be a change, there has to be a shift. And by realizing that within yourself and within others, then you're able to grow and you're able to move forward. If the number 4 is significant to any of you, just FYI, there are like it's like 444, like three fours like in a row, and it's like there's a certain lifestyle that you want to have, and for a very long time you wanted to have this life with a very specific person. But again, as the awareness is coming in, as you're able to how can I put it? As you're able to see your own flaws, then you're able to come to a place where it is no longer about who you thought, like very specific person that you wanted to be with, but more of the quality, the values, the morals of the person that you need in your life. Because Geminis, you kind of need somebody to help balance you out. Somebody that can, when you're going to one extreme or the next, you need somebody to kind of like pull you down and kind of ground you, kind of center you, be like, hey, no, hey, yeah, we're going this way, we're going that way. To kind of literally, like, I feel like you need that type of balance when it comes to your, when it comes to life in general. And the people that you have either engaged with in the past were not aligned or not grounded within themselves. So in an essence, it just kind of made that imbalance within yourself a little bit worse. A lot of moments or a lot of days where you would just be completely down, completely depressed, completely like in bed, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to this, not wanting to that, not wanting to communicate with people, not wanting to spend time with people. And then all of a sudden it's like, for the next 2 or 3 days, all you wanted to do was be around people, all you wanted to do was party, all you wanted to do, and it's like literally from one extreme to the next, and not really finding that balance within yourself when it came to your emotions, when it came to connections with people, when it came to love, when it came to just life in general. you always kind of felt that you were either very high or very low, but never neutral, never in that space where you were able to make decisions properly because of the fact that you were either too high on either or of the emotions, and in a way kind of making all of your decisions based on that moment and based on the emotions that you were feeling regarding your reaction to what people said or did in your life. Hope that makes sense. And right now, Geminis, again, it's like you're trying your best to try and find that alignment. You're trying your best to go ahead and find that balance within yourself. And this person, I feel that you feel this person's energy. You feel this person thinking about you. You feel this person kind of calling on you, and you're just kind of like, no, I need to keep moving forward. I need to keep on doing what it is that I'm doing. And it's like the harder that you try to move away, the harder that you try to move on with your life, this person's energy keeps on kind of like trying to like pull you back, or trying to like invade your own space, invade your own energy. And you're trying, and you're just like, you're asking for clarity as to why this person's energy feels so strong within your energy. You're asking for clarity as to why it is that you have not been able to let go of this person, even if this person has been out of your life for probably like a year and a half or so. This person has either moved on with somebody else or something like that. So why am I, like, you're kind of like asking yourself, like, why am I still thinking of this person? Why is it that I feel or sense this person so much? And it is because of the simple fact that this person is wishing and hoping to reach out to you, is wishing and hoping to have you back in their life. So the constant thinking of they're constantly thinking about you. So that's the reason why you sense them and why you feel them so close to you. Excuse me. Alrighty. And the Geminis are just like, can I just be by myself? Can I just kind of like get my life together before I start trying to deal with other people's energy? Can I get myself aligned? Can I get my energy kind of balanced out before I take anyone else's or anything else on, right? So the challenge for you during this month, when it comes to your alignment, when it comes to your balance, and look at the challenge, the advice, and then the outcome. Let me see if like my necklace is going to fall. This is in cards from a lot of the other ones. So the challenge for you is Sophia. So Sophia, if you look at her, she's literally balancing everything: fire, earth, water, everything. And she just kind of knows where it is that she stands. She knows what she has to offer to the world. She knows what kind of like what to receive from the world, if that makes any sense. And it's like really trying to get into that space of following your own intuition and following your own guides, your own angels, your own ancestors, and really moving in that space that is aligned with your path, versus allowing other people or people outside of you, events outside of you, circumstances outside of you, to kind of drag you in their own direction or their own path, their own journey. So the challenge for you is really to go ahead and stay aligned or stay balanced, which of course, I speak to a few people that I know that are Gemini, and they kind of have always said it, like they have a hard time staying in that space of balance. They're like literally like from one extreme to the next. And when it comes to things like that, the only person that can really tell you what you need to do or how you're going to handle it, how you're going to move forward, is yourself. But in order for that, you have to take the time to go inward. You have to take the time to connect to yourself and to see what it is that you yourself are being advised to do. The advice is the Sun. So there is something that has been, the way that I look at this, the way that it's coming up to me, that it's popping up to me, is like something has been revealed, something has been shown to you over and over again. And there might have been a time, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, where you felt like you were completely aligned, like you felt like you were on the top of, like you were on top of the world, like there was nothing that could stop you. And then something came crashing in and kind of spiraled you out of control, made you go into the space of just wanting to give up on life, wanting to give up on, people, on connections, on this and that. And you're being asked to go within yourself and see what it is that you allow your own emotions, your own self-worth or value from time to time to be determined by other people's action or by those that walk in and out of your life. Yes, you have had a difficult life. I feel that as a child you may have had either a mother or a father that were really not that involved, even if they were physically there, or emotionally and mentally they probably were not available to you. And maybe that has brought on certain patterns within your life, certain way of thinking or certain way of moving about with certain things. But if you become aware of it and you acknowledge it and you work through it, then you do not have to repeat the same patterns. You do not have to repeat the same things that those before you did. And so during this time, really try and evaluate how it is that you are living your life and what it is that you want to change, what it is that you want to go for, what it is that you want to try and achieve. And try your best to not allow anyone or anything tell you that you can't do it, or believe people when they go ahead and tell you that you will never accomplish this, or you're never going to do this, or you're never going to do that. Instead, again, take that time, pray, meditate, go into that space where you can really connect to your own intuition. And the outcome is the Temperance in reverse. And it's like, if you go ahead and you look, this is how the card looks, straight ahead, right? And in the reverse, it's like, as you go ahead and do that, as you connect to your own intuition, as you go ahead and you live from within, from your soul, and you really try and stay in a place where your energy are at a higher vibration, or you're really trying not to let the negativity of others and the negativity of the world consume you or drag you down, then you're with this temperance in reverse. It's like you're no longer going to have a problem or have to go into that space where you're going from one extreme to the next. You'll be able to recognize energies or people or things, those little red flags, in certain situations that maybe you chose to dismiss. And instead of dismissing them moving forward, you will know what it is that you have to do, but you won't be hesitant as to what it is that you have to do. Instead, you're going to go ahead and get whatever it is done right there and then, whether it's boundaries or whether it's cutting people off, whatever it is that you have been led or asked to do and have chosen not to do it, then that's why you're kind of stuck in that Sophia energy of like back and forth, not when it comes to your own personal emotional balance within, and the advice, the guides, the information, the clarity, everything has been given to you over and over again. So if you want to go ahead and you really want to overcome that imbalance within yourself, then listen to the messages that are coming through, whether they're coming through from other people, from dreams, from vision, while you meditate, while you pray, while you whatever, however it is that the messages are coming through, pay close attention to them and go ahead and follow what you are being asked to do, what you are being led to do, instead of making excuses or instead of continuing to procrastinate, because otherwise you're going to stay in that energy or in that space of constantly feeling imbalanced within yourself. Well, Gemini, that is all that I have for you for this month. As always, thank you for all the love and support. And I will see you guys back. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I will see you guys back next week. Next month. Sorry. I hope that you guys are all doing well and are staying safe. Take care. Bye. Ending it.